I'm gonna just call this from before technology took over music. You know, they promoting all this AI stuff now. You got AI. It's getting harder and harder to tell, Brother Jackson, like you were saying in your email. It's kind of getting harder and harder to tell who's really singing versus is that really an AI or is that somebody really, really singing? And even when you look at the videos, if you're not looking closely, and some can tell right off top, boy, that's AI. But see, when I was coming up, let me say something. This is just my opinion, and I'm gonna take this with me as long as I'm living. AI technology could never replace a band, a real piano, real music, real creativity, real coming from the heart. I remember back in the day, man, when you had them bands, you had to play. Before technology took over, see, when I was coming up, you had the Fender Rolls. That's what D'Angelo played on a lot. Ray Charles played on a lot. Rudiston. You had we called it the Fender Bender 88. You had a real B3 organ, real baby grand piano. But now you can push a button and play a whole song. You don't have to put in the hard work. And I'm not knocking what new producers do, but I'm an old school producer. I played everything. Even when sampling was out back then, I did more playing because I can play by ear. Somebody hum me what they want the beat to go. But, and that's my other point I want to make. Real creativity that comes from you is being replaced by AI now. I don't like it. I really don't. And I understand its features and it's quick, it's easy. But look at this, AI taking over preaching. Somebody catch that tomorrow. AI taking over writing your doing your homework and stuff for college. You can just go to ChatGPT and type this in, type that in, versus what's coming really from your heart. Is that your heart, or is that somebody else, or is that the computer? You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to the music, that's why when you listen to me, that's me playing. That's me singing. That's me producing. That's me, I'm genuine. And I said this a long time ago, AI can never replace me. I don't care how fast AI may do something I'll be doing. It's not gonna replace me because I have something inside of me that the Most High gave me, a gift from above. See, man can't give me a gift. Mankind can play a part on helping you bring your gift out, but it was already inside of you. See, music was planted in me inside my mama's womb. I was a drummer before anything. I loved the drums. Most people don't know that I was a drummer before I was a piano player. And drums it's still in me, in spite of how everything has changed nowadays. But we living in some times now where everything is changing. When I hear a live band play, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that man without a lead guitar player. Sister on them keys over there. Brother on that bass. Look at that man playing that saxophone. Listen to that sister singing. When I used to go to a restaurant all the time, I want to sit down and let me see the band. I don't want to hear no AI. I don't want no artificial intelligence. I like to see feelings, the realness that's coming inside. Oh, she wrote that song. He wrote that song. And you can tell by the way she's singing that song, she feeling that song. But look at church now. Remember when they came out with that little machine, to back up a preacher? See, AI taking over everything. If you ain't got no organ player, you buy this little machine, this technology, and when you get ready, and the machine is ready. Everything is so entertaining now. When you look at what's going on now, it's always entertainment. More entertainment than the word. Something wrong with that. So yeah, AI, man, before all this stuff, you had to literally play. That's why a lot of piano players got mad when I did that video about stop transposing. But see now, you look at these keyboards that's out now versus back in the day when you had an Sonic 16 before the Plus came out, before the Expander came out, when you had that ASR 10, you had to load up a disc, 3.5 floppy disc, or you had an 8-track or 8-deck or 4-track back in the day. Them days over because everything got turned over to digital. Now don't get me wrong, it has its advantages. I remember when my old man would record on that reel-to-reel. See, that reel-to-reel had some of the best recordings. Turntables. Everything is your turntable now is your laptop. And why I say I'm not knocking technology, but technology will handicap you in so many ways if you allow it to. Think about that. So I'm one of the ones. See, the music game is totally different now. Even in parties now, you got people replacing bands with AI because it's cheaper to just get AI. AI ain't gonna get tired. AI may not charge you that much. AI may do it faster, but AI ain't real. That's why I always said when people call for the band, let them have the band. And those of you who are like me, you'll prefer a band over anything because you love the liveness. I love it, man. I was just talking to this brother the other day about how music has took a turn for the worse that they call good. But I'm gonna always stick to when music was heard before all this technology. See, I'm an old Roger Troutman fan. For those who remember Roger Troutman, Computer Love, yeah, More Bounce to the Ounce. Roger was a cold musician. He was killed by his own brother. That was one of the most devastating days for me. I was at work when it came on the news. But Roger, when you start talking about a voice box, but let me give a huge shout out to Byron Chambers, Byron Talkbox Chambers. He's DJ Quick. These brothers have been working their talkbox, and I'm talking about a real talkbox. A real talkbox where you gotta still put the tube in your mouth. Yeah. And play everything that you say. See, let me say something here as I close, because I don't want to make this video too much longer. I'm talking about musicians that had it going on and singers that had it going on before Autotune. Let that one sink in. Now let me say this about T-Pain. I don't know if y'all ever heard T-Pain sing without Autotune. T-Pain, I don't know if you'll ever see this video, T-Pain. You ain't never need that, brother. Your voice is awesome. When I seen T-Pain sing Tennessee Whiskey, I said, what do you use Autotune for? T-Pain has an awesome voice, smooth voice, mellow. But look at how Autotune has taken over in most of the songs. You don't need no Autotune. Jamie Foxx, another one, beautiful voice, always had. Shout out to him from Terrell, Texas, down here 30, 40 minutes away from me. But you got people that's, and I'm not knocking what T-Pain does because it sells. Autotune sells. That's the new thing. But if you ever listen to T-Pain sing live without Autotune, it'll blow your mind. And even in the church, it's people that's just, they turning over to different stuff now. So for me, before AI, before the technology got to this point, give me the band. Shalom. Give me what's natural. Shalom, family.